I think after the first period, I think we got some big stops from Greiser, and then after the first period, we just put our foot on the gas and won a lot of battles and got to the net, had some kills, and just played the right way, took care of the puck, and the biggest thing I think was just our battles. And I think just as a group, we just decided to collectively just get our heads down and work harder and try to come up with some results. So. I think just the past 2 games have been good for us, and I think we've done just that. I think top to bottom, everyone's had great efforts, and it's come out with 2 wins. I think just everyone just wanted to finish off these last, whatever it was when he said that, 15, 14 games, well, and have a good feeling and make some steps forward in the right direction, for the coming years. So. I think that's just what we're trying to do. We're just trying to build and, put ourselves in the right direction. I don't know, really. I think some are just starting to go in. I'm putting myself in good spots. I try my best every night to compete as hard as I possibly can and, just play as hard as I can. So, I don't know. They're just kind of going in, I guess, for a little bit. Maybe I was snake bit or whatever the situation was. So, just trying to work as hard as I can every night. Be a good teammate and just do well by my teammates. I think scoring helps confidence, but for me, my confidence just comes with good preparation, just good work ethic, playing the right way, doing what it takes to help my teammates, and results come when they will. So that's kind of the keys that I focus on.
Well, the one thing I'd say is probably both games have gotten real good goaltending. It's a big, I thought Thomas allowed us to kind of get our legs tonight. We weren't skating great in the first. I didn't think we were quick enough at all. And I thought he allowed us to get our legs, and that's a huge thing, And last night I thought, Ned kept the game in a spot that we had a chance to then come back once it was 2-0. So I think that's a huge part of it. And I think, when you get big saves like that, it just keeps you in the game, allows you to get going a little bit. If we give up a couple early, it's a harder game to play. And then all of a sudden I thought in the second we started to get our legs, and I thought from the second on we played real good. Yeah, I do think some guys have raised their urgency level, sacrifice level. I think we were in a rut where we were just kind of playing games, and that's not to say the guys weren't working hard. I thought they were working hard, but it wasn't that same level of sacrifice and compete and work that you have to have when you're trying to earn a playoff spot. And I think through large parts of the year we had that, and I think we lost it for a stretch. And I understand we're not going to earn that spot, but we got to play like we're going to. And I think we've done a better job of that here lately. With that level of sacrifice, and I think a lot of guys, and probably specifically some young guys, have really raised their game. I think it's important that not only does that, I think that versatility is big, but I think the biggest thing for young players or any player, if you want to be a good player in this league, you have to do it night in and night out. And so for him to have a kind of repeat performance, really he's done it probably 3, 4, 5 games in a row here where he's been real good to real solid. I think that's critical. I thought he was really good against Boston last night, and I thought he was really good again tonight. And that's how you start to establish yourself as a real good player. That's what the good players do in this league. There's a lot of guys in this league that can be good one night, and then you wonder where they're at the next night. But I thought Ras, I thought Joe Veleno, I thought Philip Zadina, I thought those guys all did a real good job of not only being good last night, but then kind of repeating it tonight. Greiser he's got a good attitude about him. He finds a way to shake off tough times and just kind of see the new day. And sometimes that's what you have to do. You have to have a short memory if you're a goalie, and you got to kind of attack the day as it comes at you. I think none of us have been good enough, and he's included in that. But I think lately, certainly tonight to come in and play that type of game is great. He allowed us to kind of find our legs and get into the game, and I thought we got playing good after that. But we wouldn't be there if he hadn't have made a number of big saves. Yeah, again, like I didn't, we weren't good enough in the first, and so I think you get that big goal there. That's a huge thing, and I think when you can score shorties, it can do a couple things. One, it switches momentum. Two, it kind of can put the other power play on their heels a little bit. They got to be a little bit worried about it. So it was definitely a big momentum swing. Well, something we talked about before the game is, these are the games we haven't been good enough in. We've been good, when we've been good as a team, it's been when we've had our legs and everything kind of sets up and we're on top of people and we have great energy. And it's these types of games that we got to be better at. And this is not, every back-to-back is not the same. And I've talked about that lots. And this is a more difficult one for sure. When you see this one on the schedule, it's going to be a difficult one. But you got to find a way if you want to be a good player to be effective in these types of games. And I thought early on we weren't good enough, but Greiser gave us a chance to kind of get going. And then I thought as we went along, a number of guys were good. And that's the way you have to, someone's got to kind of grab it. And Greiser grabbed it early, and then I thought as it went along, a number of guys grabbed it.